So today I want to talk about three things that generally get eluded, or at least not as well mentioned, when talked about grow rooms, greenhouses, etc. I watched a lot of YouTube videos trying to see, what I could find, and all the research that I've done. I'm not an expert, but I do try my best, and I learn every year. I'm really good at killing plants sometimes. But here are the three things. So one thing is your wattage. Now, for the educational purposes, I've strung all these on one extension cord that has different outlets in it, and just to show how much wattage all of these LED lights are pulling. So we're at 1245 watts. This pressure tank right here pulls about 1200 as well. So if I have them all on the same on at the same time, it might blow the breaker or trip the breaker. Even though it's a 20 amp circuit, it'll be getting pretty close there. But 1245 just for about 10 lights. These are 400s. The ones below are 50s, and these little ones are 20s. Now, what's interesting is the advertisements were wrong. This actually pulled over 400, and these pulled right under 50. Additionally, I do have extra outlets here all over the place. The next thing I want to talk about is the potting soil temperature you're putting in here. So if I take my thermal imaging camera, this is FLIR 8, really good camera, you can see that the tops of these is right about 70 degrees. That's where I want it. And when we go to the bottom, and obviously the temperature changes top to bottom because even those are at 56 now, and I put the soil in, and this soil is as cold as 45 degrees. It is, yeah, about 45. Some spots are higher, some spots are lower, but the darker spots are 45. So if you're trying to put in seed for germination, your plants are going to struggle. So that's the second thing, is know your soil temperature. I got the rest of the bag sunbathing outside. And the last thing is your plants need to breathe. So if you're in an enclosed grow room, excuse the efflorescence on the walls. I know this basement is a little rough. Talking about ventilation and the plants needing to breathe too. So they make oxygen, they consume carbon dioxide. Being in an enclosed grow room, you're not going to get that. I do have an access to the crawl space below my house there, so it is going to get some airflow. Generally in houses, I believe you get twice the level of carbon dioxide inside. And in ventilation, obviously that's something that's often mentioned, but I do have ventilation on these big LED lights, and additionally I'm going to put another fan in here to circulate on the bottom as well. So here are the three tips. Manage your wattage, know how much it's pulling. What's your soil temperature? Because you're going to put your seeds in there expecting a 70-degree room with a 50-degree soil temperature. They're probably not going to germinate. And ventilation, carbon dioxide is really important. I'm also burning a gas heater in here. That was something that I got to help me with my power consumption. I was really struggling, so going with gas was a good solution, possibly even cheaper. We live in Ohio, so alright guys, have a good day.
On the farm.
A Busy Bee channel.